The Yoruba traditional marriage. Yoruba is one of the major ethnic groups in Nigeria. They have several cultures, norms, and traditions which they value so much. Marriage cannot be left out of Yoruba culture in the real sense of it. Although the way it is being practiced nowadays may not be in total adherence to the culture and its values. But I still believe the majority of the Yoruba wedding you see out there still carries up to 60 to 70% of the Yoruba cultural values in it. Yes, of course, the remaining is likely going to be the Western culture. Here in BAM TV, we have promised to bring us back to culture. Hence, we shall be talking about the Yoruba cultural marriage, right, and its custom, the way it is in accordance to the culture of Yoruba and not necessarily the way it may look with some people. In Yoruba culture, before a man can rightly call a woman his wife, some marital rites must have been passed through by the groom, the bride, and their families. Once a man discovers a lady he wishes to marry, he will seek her consent in any form. It could be directly, it could be through a friend of the man, it could be through a friend of the lady, and it could be through family member. Once the lady accepts, the real sojourn to marriage begins. However, because the lady accepts does not make them husband and wife or intending ones. These are just boyfriend and girlfriend. At this point, the man will take the news to his parents, while the lady will also take the news to her parents. Both families will inform some close members of the family for proper investigation. This investigation will have to do with whether both families do not have any beefing or score to settle before now, whether there is no terminal illness or criminal record, and so on. At the same time, both families will appoint trustworthy agents each. This agent is known as Alarino. This Alarino will also do the same or similar job by investigating the man and the woman from both ends. Once the Alarinos are clear, they inform the families that appoint them and they tell them to go ahead with the marriage proposal. After this clearing of coast, the man's family will arrange for the first meeting with the lady's family, and this meeting is called Momimo, meaning let us know ourselves. This is usually done in the lady's family house, where kings, close family members, and so on will be involved. This meeting could be seen as an informal meeting. However, the outcome of this meeting will bring about the real courtship between the lady and the man. From then on, there will be free entry and exit to each other's houses. Then, they both will be regarded or called Oko àti ìyàwó tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà, meaning bride and groom to be. Then, after this, the agents appointed by both families will now step aside and leave them alone. That is where the saying in Yoruba that bí ọkọ bá mọ ojú aya tán, alárinà á yẹ̀bà, meaning when the husband knows the wife well, the agent steps aside. If the courtship is going on well without any problem, the groom-to-be's family will inform the bride-to-be's family that they are coming for a second meeting, and this meeting is now the formal one, known as Momimo Daju, and that is what we regard as introduction nowadays. This second formal meeting, known as Momimo Daju, will also take place in the bride-to-be's family house. They are to host the groom-to-be's family. However, the groom-to-be's family would come with some fruits, basket of fruits, and some other gifts, while the host, which is the bride-to-be's family, will host them with food and drinks. And more members of the family will be involved in this introduction or Momimo Daju. Then It is from this meeting that the wedding date will be fixed, and the list of engagement items known as Eru Iyawo will be given to the family of the groom-to-be. The list of Eru Iyawo are uniform in item but not uniform in quantity due to multicultures in Yoruba land. However, me mention majority of the list item. There would be tubers of yam, some liters of palm oil, vegetable oil, kola nut, bitter kola, alligator pepper, she goat, both soft and hard drinks in varieties, dry fish, honey, fruits, boxes full of wares, ankaras and laces, then beads, shoes, bags, and some envelopes that will contain one, bride price, known as Owo Ori in Yoruba, bride price or dowry. Then there are some other monies called Owo Iyagbo, Owo Babagbo, Owo Omo Ile, Owo Iyawo Ile, and so on and so forth. It should be noted that these are just fun. The Baba has already had. What they mean by Owo Babagbo ni pé paying for the father hearing about this wedding. You pay for the mother hearing about this wedding. All this money are so minute anyway. It could be as low as 1,000 naira each. So, but it is just following the culture and its values. Or not before this time, both couple to be cannot meet secretly. At least there has to be a third party in every of their meetings. Now, here comes the final meeting, which is the real Yoruba traditional marriage ceremony. This is known as engagement nowadays. Both families will be involved with their extended family members, friends, and well-wishers to take part in it. The party could go as loud as the couple or their families may want. It could also depend on some people's financial capabilities. Engagement is normally seen as the Yoruba traditional marriage ceremony. On the engagement day, the friends of the wife-to-be will be with her, dressing her or preparing her in a room, probably her room or her mom's room, while on the groom's side, his friends will also be with him, ready to prostrate with him when they get to the wife's house. Now, here comes the functions of the Iyawole. Iyawole means the women that marry from a house. These are the women called Iyawole in Yoruba culture. So, the Iyawole from the groom's family, they will be the one that will take care of all the engagement items, packaging them well and putting them on their heads as they walk into the family of the wife-to-be. At the same time, in the groom's house, food and drinks will be on ground, but they will not be touched until they return from the bride's family house. All of them will be kept on hold. Then they will move with all the items and the wives of the family, Yawole, and the family members to the bride's house. Then, when they walk in at the gate or the entrance of the wife-to-be's house, there will be Iyawole also, an Omole of the wife-to-be's family, accosting them on the road or on their way. In most cases, they will spread their head ties, known as Iborun, on the floor. By spreading this on the floor on their way, it is normal. All of this is actually fun though. By spreading them on this way, it is normal that he now passes or steps on top of them. But before he does that, he has to pay. So sometimes his friends, family members, they will drop money and he will also drop money. And these women might allow him to step on their head ties, or they might remove the head ties and allow him to go in. So the entire family goes in. Again, It should be noted here that both families will appoint a moderator each. A moderator from the groom's family, who is referred to as Alaga Iduro, and a moderator from the bride's family, whom will be referred to as Alaga Ijoko. So, as they walk in to the bride's family house, the Alaga Ijoko will ask them, "Why have you people come to our house?" Then the Alaga Iduro will respond that, "We have come to plug a beautiful flower in your compound." After all of this, the function or the program will commence. The Alaga Ijoko will now introduce the wife family members and introduce them one after the other. The same will apply to Alaga Iduro. He or she will now introduce all the family members of the groom as well. Then everybody will take seats. As they are doing this, the wife will be in the room being dressed for. She must have been okay and well prepared. Then the groom, having been there with them outside, will be called upon to come and say hello to the family of the bride. And the hello in Yoruba is by prostrating. He goes to greet the family of his wife-to-be by prostrating. And he will not do this alone. All his friends that comes with him, they will all prostrate along with him, greeting the parents and the family of the wife-to-be. Then after this, they will have to bring the wife-to-be. They will bring her out. There's this another fun in Yoruba culture. They normally bring a younger sister to the wife at first. They will bring her, cover her face, and present her as the wife. Then the groom's family will examine her and reject her, saying, "This is not our wife. Please, we know whom we have come here to ask in marriage." Then they will now go in with the first one and go and bring the real woman out. When the real woman comes out, the bride-to-be comes out, she goes straight to the parent of the groom and kneel down to greet them. After greeting them, they pray for her. Then the two of them join together. Now, they now move from one family member to the other at the high table for prayers and marital advice, etc. At this point in Yoruba cultural marriage, we cannot but mention the poetic drive from the bride to her parents and well-wishers during the ceremony. This poetic chanting is known as Ekun Iyawo. In almost all the cases, while the wife is chanting this poem, she will be shedding tears, although people see it as tears of joy, an emotional one. Here, she will be singing praises of her parents, making them realize that she's going to miss them a lot now that she's going to her husband's house. This is the way and manner the parent brought her up, blah, 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 and now she has to leave them to her husband's house. In some of the cases, if not all, the mother of the woman in question also joined her in this song, singing along with her. She could equally go emotional and so on and so forth. This Ekun Iyawo is a very, very nice poem that is well known in those days during Yoruba traditional wedding. As all of these are going on, they will be checking the engagement items to ensure that they are all complete. Then the dowry will also be announced and raised up. Then in some cases, some will reduce the dowry and take a small part of it and announce that the dowry of their daughter has been paid, according to Yoruba culture. After this, the eldest man or the father of the wife will now hand her over to the elders or the father, to the elders in the family of the husband or the father of the husband, hand her over as a wife. But after taking this lady from her father or the someone from her family, the marriage has taken place according to Yoruba culture. They are now pronounced husband and wife. At Yoruba marriage, the lady will usually go to her husband's house with a small girl known as Omonkele or Omo Iyawo. This girl will be staying with her in her husband's house for at least 1 year or more. It is assumed that within the next 1 year, she will conceive and have a child. So during her pregnancy, it is expected that this Omonkele will be helping her with house chores and up until the time she will give birth and get used to bearing a child and taking care of such child. So now they will now move from the wife's family house to the husband's house, where whining and dining will now begin in fullest. There could be song, there could be dances, whining and dining as loud as these people might want. However, before they entered, the lady enters into the husband's house, the Iyawole again, that is the wives in the husband's family, will accost her by the door or by the gate and wash her feet with water in a calabash. After washing her feet, they will capsize this calabash and ask her to break it into pieces. After breaking it into pieces, everybody will clap for her, sing her praises. Now it is believed, according to Yoruba culture, that any bad omen has been washed away and broken by this lady that has just joined the family. This is how Yoruba traditional wedding goes. That's a good one. Yeah, that is the basic Yoruba traditional wedding known as engagement. If you have watched this and you think there's something that should be added, or you think there's something that should be removed, or you even want to give us kudos, kindly do me the favor of dropping down your comment at the comment section. I'll be very much glad to interact with you. Thank you very much and God bless you. Mo kí yín o gbogbo Yorùbá ní ti ilé toko àti lẹ́yìn odi, ṣeun gan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bá wa ká lọ. Now, all my returning subscribers, may God bless you. I say thank you to you all. And if you are new here, please do me the favor of subscribing to this channel and turn on the notification button so that anytime I drop any new video, you'll be notified. My name remains Biliamin Adetokunbo More Yusuf. Thank you very much. Bye.